In this video, we're going to be looking at email marketing for small business owners. This video is a practical lesson because we'll be navigating through a couple of websites to show you one of the projects that we run as Creative 21, one of our brand assets is Creative 21, and we're going to be covering quite a number of things. And before I do that, because I'll be going from point A to point B, point C, and all things like that. So before I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover just a few things for formalities and help you understand some of the things that we are going to be going through. I may be repeating some of the information, and please just bear with me when I do that. So the first thing that you're going to be looking at is we're actually going through the practical aspect of this lesson. We'll be looking at number one, the basics of email marketing. So basically, email marketing is the idea of collecting emails. Okay, we'll be collecting emails. Okay, I hope that's the spelling for collecting. You'll be collecting emails, and for the purposes of what? The purposes, it could be building your database, okay? Building your database, and probably at some point you want to sell your list, or you want to promote your list, or you want to give support or things like that. So it can be anything in between that. And then the benefits of email marketing for small business owners. A lot of business owners, when they launch their website or when they have a business, is they don't consider doing email marketing. So one of the things that you need to understand is that email marketing is more personal, and in terms of you communicating or engaging with your customers, it's one of the best ways that people can remember your brand and things like that. So from the word go that you launch your website, even if your list has got a very small number, even if you get one subscriber, you need to make sure that you deploy email marketing, because at the end of the day, you're going to realize as you go over your business 10 years from now, 5 years from now, you would have collected a lot of emails from your prospective clients, or actually your clients. So there's quite a number of benefits, and a lot of small business owners, they don't practice email marketing. So I'm going to go back to the use cases. So the use cases for email marketing actually differs. So it depends with the model of your business. Maybe you need to speak to an expert or find out some of the use cases that you can actually have. So the first use case is basically marketing. Okay, it could be collecting emails, and then you want to send people to your offers and things like that. And then another use case is basically maybe these people, they've actually become your clients as well. Okay, when they become your clients, you need to send them trainings, support emails to say here's a video that can actually help you, and things like that. And then the other one could be just updates of your membership website and things like that, or it could be anything in between. Those are some of the use cases that can be used for email marketing. And another use case that can be used for email marketing is what is called as transactional emails, okay, or abandoned emails. So if someone visits your website, there's a technology that you can actually use if someone visits a website, and then you can send them to say, oh, I've seen that you've actually visited our website, and what did you learn? So there are some trackers that can actually do that. So there are different use cases. And then now going back to the misconceptions, I actually had this problem when I was actually getting started with email marketing and in business. So one of the things that a lot of people, especially the people that are getting started, is that they will tell you that people don't open emails. Okay, this is what they say, people don't open emails. And yeah, a lot of this statement actually is being said. Okay, and you need to understand that there's a lot of misconceptions with regards to emails and things like that. So you need to take a note of that on the off the ground. So if you have any kind of negative attitude towards email marketing, then you may be one of the people that believe the misconceptions about email marketing. But if you look at it now, if you've been in business, or if you're going to run a digital marketing business, or it could be any kind of business, you are going to understand that you should have actually built your list from very word go. I'll give you a very good example. I was actually talking to a client of mine yesterday, and they were actually debating in terms of Facebook ads and email marketing and things like that. So one of the things that we realize is that email is a bit personal. Okay, so in as much as Facebook ads can run and things like that, there should be a way of collecting personal emails or client emails so that you can actually do some follow-ups. And then there is some undermined task. When I'm talking about undermined task, a lot of people, when they're coming into the when they set up their website, they're setting email marketing and things like that, they think that each and every email has to sell. Okay, each and every email has to sell something. So I used to do this in my early years in business, whereby each email that I would send, I would say to people, you know what, I want you to buy my products. I want you to buy the product that I'm actually selling. Okay, so each and every email was salesy, was selling something. And I realized that the more I do that, the more I sell, the less I was actually making sales. But the more I build relationship with people, when I send emails that build relation, I'm going to show you in a second some of the emails. So I was actually getting responses. Okay, I was actually getting replies. And guess what? Some people, even 5 years later, they will actually reach out to you to say, I need help. I've been receiving your emails from 5 years ago, and I think I really need your help now. So you need to understand that. So there are some undermined tasks. Now, one of the undermined tasks is that one of these days, I actually went to one of my old lists that I actually built. Okay, one of my old lists that I actually built, and I said, you know what? I've got a product that I need to sell to these people. Let me send out this email. And what I then did, I actually did send the email, and I realized that I was spending a lot of time in responding to the emails. So this is something that I just said, you know what, I'm going to send out this email, and the email, the way I crafted the email was in a way that people would respond back to me, and I'll actually have to respond back to them. So I had a very good open rate, I had a very good response rate, and then the next email was actually selling something. So I'm not going to go much in one specific area in terms of tips and things like that, but there's going to be more tips as we actually move forward with this session. So let us actually go again, and then I'll demonstrate the practical aspect of what I'm talking about. So this is Chris Directory. This is actually one of our brand assets, which has got this is where we teach English lessons. Okay, we have tutors that do teach English lessons on our platform, and people can actually come here and check out the testimonies that we have and some of the tutors that we have here, and the videos that we have done in terms of teaching English lessons. That's the niche for this website. So in order for us to work this out, if you can see, there is the sign up button. If someone clicks on the sign up button, there is a landing page whereby basically there is copy and some free downloads that we say, if you buy from us, we're going to give you this. And then the enrollment fee is $70. Okay, this is $70 one-time payment. So one thing that I want you to do is that I really want you to take note of this price that I've actually put here, which is $70. We're going to come back to that and then talk about that. So in order for us to refer people to this website, what we can do is we can refer them to this landing page. And but what we've decided to do actually is to create a separate page, which is like this. Okay, so the page that you're looking at right now is a page where we have actually removed the header. Okay, so when I'm talking about the header, we actually removed the logo and the sign up and the latest news and everything that can distract our visitor. Okay, so what we then did, we created I'm going to show you how I created this and the system that I've actually used and things like that. So if you look at this page, it's pretty simple, nothing much, and it has got a lot of less cluster in terms of what I've just explained right there. So one thing that I want you to take note of on this web page, number one, we do have keywords. Okay, this is a keyword that I did a Google research so that when people search online, we can actually rank for one of these keywords. And then again, we had to put metadata. I'm going to explain what metadata is, and then now As you can see here, it definitely tells people get free IELTS tips to improve your IELTS score. So what is the goal of the person who is actually learning IELTS? Basically, they need to improve their IELTS score and actually get the best results. So what we're just simply saying is that we're giving them free tips. And at the same time, I'm asking them, where should we send the IELTS tips? Enter your details below. The first thing that is there is the first name that they need to input there, and then the email address. And then right here, there is a call to action button. Some people, they would say a call to action button, they could just say send, submit, subscribe. These are the different terms that are used by people. But in this case, you see, as specific as it is, I want to always remind people that this is all about IELTS. That's our niche, okay? So here it says, send me the email. So the first thing that happens is that someone puts their name there, and then they put their email address. And then the next thing that happens, the person then goes, okay? The person then goes to what I call a thank you page. Now, well, we really need to analyze this thank you page so that you understand exactly what I have actually done when I was actually doing this thank you page. Okay, I want you to understand what I've actually done. So it says important, read this. Okay, so the first headline that is there is to grab someone's attention, to say important, read this. Okay, important, read this. So as you can see that I want to make sure that the person reads. Check your email box or spam folder. I'm giving them an instruction right now. Okay, there is an email from Chris directory. I'm actually telling them that the email is coming from this name. They don't know about our brand, but we're saying there's an email from Chris directory. It has got the subject line IELTS video. Click the blue button in your email to watch and access our IELTS WhatsApp group. So one thing that this does, a lot of people, when they are doing this method, they actually use an e-boot message that says success. Okay, a lot of people, they use success message to say your email has been submitted, check your email. That's it. So if you can check this custom message, it's actually designed in a way that someone can actually remember that when they're going to the email, they're checking in their inbox. If they don't find anything in their inbox, they check in their spam. And if they check in their spam, they are looking for an email from Chris directory, and then it has the subject line IELTS video, and then in the email there is a blue button that they need to watch the video in order to join the WhatsApp group. So that's basically a message. So when they are actually looking into their email, they are searching for that. However, a lot of people, other internet marketing personals that I respect so much, they use a different method here. Okay, and it's okay to use any method that you want. You know, you can use any kind of method that you want. So in this case, other people, what they do is that, number one, you can actually write a message that says an email. Okay, an email has been sent to you and it's coming in 5 minutes from now. Okay, it's coming from Chris directory. It has got the subject line IELTS video. But as you wait for the email to be sent, can you please subscribe to our YouTube channel? And then they can put a button here that says subscribe to our YouTube channel. Can you please like our Facebook page? Okay, that's how other people do it. Okay, that's the first option. So what you're saying is that you've actually told the person to say, go and check your email 5 minutes from now. Don't rush yet to get to the email. But what you can rather do is that while you wait for the email to be sent, this person is liking your page. Other people, now they do what is known as an upsell. Okay, at this point, they do what is known as an upsell. They actually sell something. Okay, so when an upsell here, they make an offer like a $7 offer, a low ticket entry offer like $7, get our IELTS, you're gonna get this prize and things like that. And then they put a little video whereby they explain that, okay, we have sent you the email, yes, but we want you to buy our next product. Yes, that method actually works, but it just depends with your preference. Okay, But in this case, I really wanted, depending, because of the audience, the target audience that I actually have, okay, because of the geographical location, I want these people to make sure that they get to the video as quickly as possible. Hence, we had to set it up like this. Now, I'm going to go back to the email. I'm going to go to the email. And when I go to the email, I'm actually going to, let me see if I can get to the email. So now, once I'm actually in the email, as you can see right here, as you can see that in the email, I do have an email from Chris Directory. Okay, this is an email from Chris Directory. As you can see, let me see if I can open that. This is an email from Chris Directory that I'm actually looking at. And then if I'm going to open that, so here it says, hi, and then the first name is there. Access the free lesson on the page you watch or the video. There's a WhatsApp link. Okay, now in this email, I'm actually telling this person that on this video that you're going to be watching, there is a WhatsApp link. It will take you to our WhatsApp group. So now the condition that I'm actually giving to this person as well is to say that if you don't click this button, you are not going to watch this video. So if someone clicks on that, okay, if someone clicks on that, they are going to go to this video that you actually promised them, and then there is a WhatsApp group link that they can actually join. So the reason why we're doing this now, we are now saying that as they watch the video, they may have questions and things like that, and then they can actually join our WhatsApp group. Because of the geographical location that I'm actually targeting this niche, we are using WhatsApp group to close more clients. Okay, so now what has happened there, I want you to notice something that has actually happened in terms of this whole process and the selling part. Okay, in terms of this whole process and the selling part, let me just see if I can, okay, put my drawings. I love to draw. Yeah, I do love to draw. Let me just see. So the first thing that happened is that these people, they saw our advert online. Okay, they saw our advert online or anywhere in between. Okay, so this advert about free lessons can be on your blog, can be on Facebook, can be anywhere where the traffic is actually coming from. So when they see this advert, we have collected the email. Okay, we have collected the email. I'd say email. Yeah, we have collected the email. Okay, and then the next thing that we are doing right now is that we are asking them to join the WhatsApp group. Okay, the WhatsApp group, what's going to happen is that they're going to have what I call collectively resources in terms of sharing ideas and seeing that there's a lot of people that are actually engaging with us. Okay, and then what's going to do is they're going to get this free. They're going to get this free video. Okay, they're going to get this free video. However, if you are in doing email marketing, there is a system that you need to leverage on. Okay, there is a system that you need to leverage on in terms of sending out the emails and things like that, and setting up things and all the things that you need to put in place, or everything that I've just shown you right now. So let me just go back again and show you the system that I used for emails, and I really love that system. Actually, let me just show you. So the system that I use is called Brevo. Okay, so Brevo is a company that has been known by the name of Sending Blue. I do have an account. They used to be called Sending Blue. Okay, I'm just going to log into my account in a moment and then show you. Okay, so now let me just show you. Now these are some of the products that they offer. Okay, these are some of the features, in fact, that they offer. Let me just go to the features section, and if you go on the features section, there's email marketing, SMS marketing, there's WhatsApp live chat, chatbot, automation, sign up forms, Facebook ads, landing pages, blah 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 blah. So the ones that I use, I only use email marketing, and I use automations. Okay, I use automations. WhatsApp, I don't use that, and I use sign up forms as well. So now when we're talking about automation basically is a system whereby that says if it actually gives some conditions. These conditions would be if someone enters your email on day number 1, day number 3 send them this email, day number 4 send them this email, and things like that. So what happens is that if someone comes here, they leave their details, they go to this page, and then they go and click this link, they're actually confirming that they're subscribing to our email list, and then we can be sending them emails over and over and over again. There's one thing that I love about this system that is called Bravo. Okay. One thing that I want you to understand is what is known as double opt-in. Okay, let me just explain to you what double opt-in is all about and how this system is really clever in terms of deploying the double opt-in option. Let me just go back here to my slides and see if I can actually open a blank slide. I need to open a blank slide that I can do a bit of some drawings, and then I'm just gonna go here and say, where is the preview? Let me just go in preview. Okay, so I'm gonna go in preview, and then I'm just gonna go here and start doing some drawings for you guys. Okay, so what happens is that when you're talking of double opt-in, back in the day, email marketing systems, the way they would work is that if someone sees your advert, okay, someone sees your ad, and then they put in their email address. Okay, they put in their email, and then the next thing that they have to do is to check their email to confirm. They actually check and confirm to say, I'm actually confirming to receive these emails and things like that. However, this system that I've actually shown you, after they confirm here, then they can actually watch the video. Okay, you can actually send them to watch the video, because they would say, I've actually confirmed to watch your emails and things like that, to receive your emails. It's more like they're giving you consent. But however, this system, how it does, there is what is known as double opt-in option. Okay, it's a little bit advanced to understand, but what it does is that a person sees an advert, yes, okay, and then they enter your email, yes. So instead of sending the confirmation link to say, we have realized that you have entered the email, we need to make sure that this is the email correct, and blah 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 blah, things like that, this system actually skips this step of actually sending the confirmation email. So what it simply means that the link for the video, or say for the video, will actually carry two things. Will actually carry the video, number one, and then will actually carry the confirmation. Okay, actually carry the confirmation link. So this is why I love using the system that I use for email marketing. There's a lot of email marketing tools there, like MailChimp, like another one is GetResponse, another one is MailerLite. There's quite a lot that one can actually use, but in my case, I prefer using this one. Okay, so now coming back to our product, I've actually explained to you that the product that we are selling. So what it simply means is that if someone clicks here to watch, they have actually confirmed to say they've actually subscribed to our receiving our emails. So one thing that I want you to understand is that I want to show you something. I've actually explained that if someone clicks here to join, the price here is $70. I'm gonna come back to that. Make sure that you hold the price. For every student that we get, we are charging $70 for the lessons. Okay, so right now this is my account. As you can see, that's my name there. And then one thing that I want to show you is that there is a follow-up sequence of emails that are sent after someone submits their email. Okay, so this is one of the emails that I've actually that I'm actually proving right now. So I'm gonna ask us to read this together. Okay, so yeah, this is a preset email that is going out to them. So it says, remember, our goal is to teach English lessons. So in our emails, we need to offer something for free, but not exactly giving everything. Not exactly giving everything, and at the same time offering our time in terms of teaching the IELTS online lessons and things like that. So what then happens is that it says the IELTS, this is the email that goes out to them. Okay, this is actually a mobile version of it. Okay, and this is the desktop version of it, and it's powered by Bravo. Okay, so it says, dear, here where it says contact first name, it actually replaces the name that they've actually entered here. So if I entered Kuda, when the email is sent, it's actually going to say dear Kuda. Okay, so in that case, it's a dear Kuda, the IELTS exam lesson can be challenging. To improve your skills studying by English language materials regularly, you could listen to podcasts, music, watch TV, and subtitles in your language. You could be interested in learning IELTS skills and receiving feedback from one of our experienced tutors. Contact us for more information. In our next email, Kuda, there is, again, we've actually put a placeholder for the name because we need to make sure that it's personal. We will be sharing with you a quick tips on how to improve your reading. So this email was actually listening tip, and then I'm just telling them that in our next email, look forward for our next email, we're going to be sending you an email about reading. Okay, and in this case, in this email, it's a very short email, but at the same time, we are asking them to say, get in touch with our experienced tutor, which is $70. Okay, and then now, if you come here, this is another email account. This is another email that we've actually sent to them. Okay, and they say, test anxiety can be a major obstacle. So a lot of people that go through these IELTS lessons, they go through anxiety, including those that are preparing for IELTS exams. It's essential to stay calm and focused during blah blah blah. We're explaining in terms of how to deal with anxiety. But in this email right now, we're not saying get in touch with we are saying yes, get in touch with our experienced tutors, but we are asking them to read testimonies on our website from the previous students that we have had that have actually paid. So if I click here, I'm just going to click there, and then we need to open up and read testimonies from our students. As you can see, the best tutor I owe my band 7 to. He is very patient and understanding. So these are all testimonies from real people that have actually gone through our lessons. As you can see, this is a very long testimony. There's like 4 pages of testimonies. Okay. So there's like 4 pages of testimonies of amazing people that have been going through the lessons with us. Okay, so what it simply means is that as they read these emails that are being fed to them, they're also clicking this, and we're connecting with them slowly by slowly, and then they become our clients. Now, coming back to the price, this is $70. Now I want to show you something. So this is my account, and what I'm going to show you, I really don't want to go deep into my analytics. So now, as you can see, that what we have done is that we've actually a total number of 1,882 subscribers. Okay, and now out of 1,882 subscribers, I normally work with a conversion rate of 10%. So the whole idea is that 10%, at least 10% of these numbers, they can at least buy your product. 10% of these numbers. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to pull out a calculator. Yeah, and then say 10%. These are 10% of confirmed subscribers. Okay, people that said yes, we want to receive the IELTS lessons. So now, if we say 1,882 multiplied by 0.1, is that 10%? Yeah, let's see. What do we get? 188. Okay, so we are saying 188 people have actually signed up. Okay, so we say 188 multiplied by 70. So that's an amount of about $13,000 in potential sales out of this sell. Okay, so now let us look at 5% of these people saying they buy from us. 1,802 times 0.05, that's 94 students, and then we say 94 students times 70. That's an amount of $6,587 that can be made through this method. Okay, so now let me just go back here. Okay, so we're actually on the review. So that's what I wanted to share with you, and let me see. So here you're seeing the homepage for Bravo. Here you can actually go through the context to see the context, and then you can go through the campaigns that you actually set up to say that I want to send this email now, or if you've got promotions, and then there's automations. Automations basically is whereby you say I want this email to be sent after every 2 days and things like that. And then there's transactions, and then there's inbox. It allows you to transactional emails, and then there's inbox, and there's inbox. It allows you to add your business email addresses, and there's the sales CRM as well. So let me just show you the transactional emails here. So here's one thing that I also need to show you. As you can see here, it says 5 trackable opens, and then there's 5 clicks. So what it simply means is that the 5 people that opens the emails, they actually clicked 5 times. So this means the open rate and the click-through rate is massive. Okay, this is like the last 30 minutes. Okay, so I want to show you something again. So this is what is known as the automation. So now the automation setup is like this with this system. So it says here, if someone is added to the contact list that is called Chris directory, wait a day, and then once you wait a day, send them this email: thank you for watching this video. After them waiting a day for thanking them to watch the video, you also wait 2 days, okay, and then send them this video. After another 2 days, wait and then send them this video. After another 2 days, wait and send them this video as well. Send them this email, I mean. Okay, I don't know why I'm talking about videos. It's because maybe I'm doing a video. So through and through. So now the follow-up system of the email marketing goes through many times as we are sending them some emails. As you can see, these some of the examples that I've actually shown you in terms of the emails that we have been sending out, okay, in terms of tips. So in terms of let me get back to creating a page like this. So at Creative 21, we do have a system. Just log on to our website, Creative 21. Just go to our website and then go to where it says website builder. Okay, website builder, basically once you click on that, you're going to come to a page like this, and you may be asked to log in or sign up an account or not, but still it should look like this. And then what you have to do is to click on where it says start up a project, and then you click on and then you click on that, and then once your website is the project is done, you click on edit project. Okay, so what we're doing is creating that little landing page, and this is our inbuilt system that we actually use. So I'm just going to click on that, and then I'm going to go to hero section. I'm going to go to hero section. We need to make sure that our page is less clutter. Okay, our page is less clutter, and then I'm sure you will notice some of the similarities to the one that I used with this one. Okay, where are you? Okay, I can't find it. I'm sure someone who's watching this video has actually found the landing page that I actually used. Anyway, we're just going to pick any landing page that we can actually use to collect the emails. So now this is where I am. Okay, this is where I am. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to write here to say get free tips from us. Okay, and then once I do that, I'm just going to delete this. I'm just going to delete that, and then I'm going to leave this. Okay, here this is where I put where should we send the video, or let me say where should we send the tips. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to click this plus sign, and then I'm going to go in here, type in form, and then once I click on type form, I'm going to enter that. So a form is going to appear. As you can see, there's email, blah blah blah. So what I can do is I can be selecting these and deleting these. Okay, and then I can click on that form, and then I just need text, and then I can click on this little arrow to say I want the paragraph here to go up, and then I can say first name, and then the button here I'd say yes, send me the info now. Okay, let's see. So now, however, I need to, these are two separate systems. What I've just done here is when people submit, you're just going to get a notification, but you need to connect these to an email system. So the way you do that, you click on this that looks like an electric plug, and then you click on that, and then I go to apps. Okay, so when you go to apps, you're going to see a lot of email service providers. There's MailChimp, Sendinblue, this is what I use, Zapier, Campaign Monitor, Mailjet, GetResponse, ConvertKit. All these are the different. So all you have to do is to click on that, and then you can connect to what is known as an API. So if we go here, let me see if I can go. you're going to click on your name, and then you find the API. So if I click on the API here, I'll be able to connect this, okay, so that when people submit here, there's a connection between the email service provider and this. So what I can then do is to go on the bottom right corner, I just click on publish, okay, and then if I open this, it should be blank actually, because I need to make sure that it's public. I should publish this. Okay, so now it's not blank. As you can see, it's not blank actually. So people can actually, this is actually a live web page that I've made in a few seconds. And then that I've actually made. If I want to make the background a different color, I just click on that. I just make the background red, but that's too ugly. I'll make it black. Probably this text won't be really visible, and then I'm just gonna make this text white. Okay. So basically that's there is a lesson for this, a separate lesson for this that covers how to do this from A to Z. Okay, so you don't have to worry about anything. Now let's just move on to the point where we wrote the emails. How did I write these emails that are really compelling? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to ChatGPT. A lot of you have been hearing a lot of about ChatGPT, and what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna say I need help. Okay, I need help. I would say I need to. I would say, can you? Let me just say write short email series. Write short email series about. I'll just say. Let me just say write 5 short email series, right? About let me just say about business tips. Let me just say about digital marketing for small business. Forgive my spellings. For small business owners. Please just make it short and not give too much information, right? In the email, encourage readers to join our membership club and indicate the next email that comes. Okay, and indicate the next email subject that is coming next. Okay, so I need 5 emails. I'm just going to go and do that. Here's email series. ChatGPT is writing for me. Okay, so the first email is that. Let me just read the first email. Welcome to the world of digital marketing. Welcome to email marketing series, digital marketing for small business owners. We explore digital marketing and explore your business. And the next email will dive into the power of social media and how you can. So basically, to unlock exclusive resources, receive ongoing support, consider joining our membership. We help you succeed. So this is an email that was written by ChatGPT. This is the first email that I then go to Bravo and I do a little bit of edit, and then I go to the email marketing software and then start putting my emails there. And then harnessing the power of social media. So we have actually indicated to say that the next email is going to be about social media. So it says harnessing the power of social media. The subject line is supercharge your social media, your business with social media. Social media is an evolving way of connecting with people. In our next email, we'll share the tips of strategies of social media and growth. Get ready to optimize your social media, engage with customers. Remember, blah 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 blah. Stay tuned for our next email. We'll be sending search engine optimization. Now this third email is about boost your website visibility with search engine. Search engine plays a vital role in getting your website noticed by search engine. Our next email we will share the inside tips of optimizing. So this is basically a very short email that you're just sending out to people in terms of giving people highlights and things like that. So all the 5 emails have been written. Content is king in the world of digital marketing, capturing your audience attention, blah 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 blah. And then ChatGPT has actually done it. And then now this is the same model that I've actually used to create a series of about 20 emails for the IELTS preparatory lessons. Okay, just giving people tips and not giving them much information. However, now going back again, I know that this may be a little bit advanced for you, but there is a software which is called Switchy. Okay, so what we have done is that this is the link that you're seeing here. Okay, let me just copy this link for you and then show you what I mean. This is the link. Okay, so once I paste the link here, what I've just done there is that this is a tracking tool. So it tracks where you where the clicks are coming from, who is performing much better, and things like that. So as you can see, we've been doing our promotions much on Facebook. Okay, so there is South Africa. That's where we're getting most of our customers actually, because that's our target market. There is on this link, there is 3,285 clicks on that link. And then going back to my account, there is 1,800 people that left their emails. So basically what this means is that the people that visited this link, actually almost half of them submitted. So I do get this data. I use this for analytics purposes. I want to find out who is clicking and from which country they are in. We've got France, we've got California, we do have Saudi Arabia, we do have Nigeria, we do have Kenya, Tanzania. So it appears that this product can actually sell well in all these other countries that I'm actually moving my mouse over. And it's a matter of finding out how best to reach out to them. So as you can see, some of them are in Instagram, and then yeah, it does like gives you a bit of analytics. And then also a lot of people, they are watching from their phone. Okay, so and then a lot of people actually, they're using Android devices. So when we're doing our marketing our target marketing, we are saying that everyone who uses a cell phone and who has got an Android system, we want you to see our advert, because it has proved that the people that have got Android devices, they are actually 95%. So we need to reach out to more people that use these. Okay, and then the people that use maybe Google Chrome, we can use that to target our next audience. So going back here, let me just see if I can go back. Going back, I understand that this lesson basically was about email marketing for small business owners. It was a bit of a practical lesson, because I need to make sure that this becomes more practical. Yes, we're going to break down some of the principles in terms of email marketing for small business owners, but I wanted you to understand exactly what we have deployed in one of our brands is Creative 21. If you have any questions for me, please do leave a comment in the comment section, and we'll be more than happy to assist you. And thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.